The fact is range, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But it also makes me go like, why'd you pick the Patrick Warburton voice? You could do so many. Why this one?
That's going to make you more frustrated as the books go on when you're
It's-
like, why
it's one
was
of those-
that the choice in the beginning?
Yeah.
I know. It's one of those things where I think, man, I want him to like go back and reread this first book again. And now that he's like developed where these voices like evolve to.
Well, the other thing that frustrated me was he mispronounces Yakima he says Yakima.
Oh.
So I looked across toward Yakima and saw all these things.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah. I think he says Yakima twice.
It's funny because, like you guys listen to a lot of audiobooks,
Yeah.
and so often even the best narrators, they have one or two words that they mispronounce all the time.
I have mentioned, I think in our episode 0, that this is like one of my favorite series, which also for me got off to a kind of a rocky start.
Mm-hmm.
By the end of the first book, I was kind of like, yeah, I want to see where the second one goes.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
This is kind of cool. But also the narrator is easily my favorite narrator of all time in audiobooks. And that's something that was earned over the next few books. So
Yeah.
I see that.
It is another element that you see that he must love these characters, how invested he is and how he really puts so much more pathos into them. Like he grows as not just like a narrator, but as an actor as he goes through these books. It is jarring, and I would love to play for you guys an audio clip that shows the
Progression.
difference from this book to book 7. And magically, we have headphones on now.
Yeah.
it's a miracle.
Look at that. All right. I'm going to go ahead and play this. And this will be the first part is going to be book 1. So you'll hear how Princess Donut, Carl, and the AI sound. And then we're going to jump all the way up to book 7. I don't think I'm really spoiling anything with the brief clips I have here.
Okay.
But then you can hear.
There it is. Go get it.
Donut said. In the moment it was lit up by the pulse blast, I could distinctly see what it was. I got a good enough view for the info box to pop up. Bad llama, level 3. It's a llama, but it's bad. God damn it, Donut! I cried. Donut asked, scoffing. He returned to my shoulder, shaking with rage.
Mongo is most certainly not your father. And when did you start to talk?
The notice over him said his name was Panford, adjutant for the Democratic Sortion. The alien he was speaking to was a giant, fuzzy thing. He was a good 7 feet tall and looked like an upright caterpillar.
Commander Stockade, level 76 phase sorcerer, warlord of the Democratic Sortion.
And there we go.
Okay.
So, yeah, there is a significant difference. I find it very jarring to come back to this book and hear how he talks like Patrick Warburton. I can't do an impersonation like that.
Donut sounds older. Which she may be by the 7th book. The Warburton stuff is way played down. Sounds more like our friend Jason Murphy than anyone else.
He sounds a lot like Jason Murphy.
Yeah.
yeah.
And the AI, I had forgotten how irritated I was by the voice of the AI. I was like, yeah, I might not like the Carl thing, but the AI, god damn, every time it comes on, I feel like my ears bleed. That's so much better.
Yeah.
The AI, I don't want to say too much, but the AI is quite a character in the book. And I
And
think,
also gains a lot of depth.
yeah,
What?
the AI gains a lot
Okay.
of depth.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's already interesting that we see right up front that the AI has a foot fetish.
Oh, yeah.
And how
That-
this manifests is...
That happens in the first 10 chapters. Within the scope of where we are, he kind of reveals a bit of a foot fetish.
And you could...
Does this mean Carl's never going to get shoes?
It does.
Yeah, okay.
It makes me wonder what happened to those pink Crocs, honestly.
Yeah, me too.
Like, are those on a shrine for some weird shit for
Oh.
the AI?
Maybe.
Yeah, I kept thinking that he still had them, but then I checked, John, I checked your drawing. I was like, no, I guess he doesn't.
No, at some point, I think it was with either Bad Llama or the Murder Dozer where he takes off running and
Kicks 'em.
he kicks him off. Like they just
Yeah.
fall off of him. Yeah, so he
Yeah.
loses him really early in the book.
But the manifestation of this foot fetish, it's not simply that the AI is like, oh, that's my fetish, the foot thing. It's also the stomping.
Yeah.
And that then he realizes that there's a value to him stomping,
Oh,
getting
yeah.
experience. He's like, oh, the AI must be giving me creatures that are stompable because it wants me stomping.
Because one thing that Donut clues into really early is, hey, maybe you shouldn't get shoes because it might help us in the long run. Like if the AI is running this thing and he likes to see you, or or whatever he, she, they likes to see you stomping on these things, maybe that'll give us a little edge. Remember when the stats were handed out and Donut took that pet biscuit, she ended up stronger, smarter, and like leagues more charismatic than Carl.
Yeah.
Well, I think it also it plays to the strength of how you can write two different characters that are going to have the trajectory of both of them working together is going to be beneficial because she already has a extreme understanding of the gamesmanship of this. She talks about watching daytime TV, and you'll find that she's a big fan of stuff like Gilmore Girls. That she understands narrative drama. And she's already, like, in the first 10 chapters trying to be like, we need to do something spectacular to get eyes on us because that's going to help us survive.
Sure.
And she's a show cat. Like she
a show
lives her life under the lights. Like this is a performer.
It's a lot of the two of them, and you're reading, waiting for them to click into, hey, I can learn from you and you can learn from me.
Right.
Yeah, and I think that has to take time to be earned. I don't remember. Like, I know you're much further down than me, and you know what happens in like the next 10 chapters. I don't recall that, so I'm not sure how long that takes to evolve. But I do think that like it's interesting. Even in the beginning, you start seeing like all the foreshadowing, I guess, of where these characters are going to grow and evolve. What do you think of Mordecai?
You probably think Squarespace is just for websites, but you can also get a domain from Squarespace. Something like topcricketcamp.com for your cricket camp, rugbyringers.com for your rugby club, or weirdburpycult.com for your weird burpy cult. Whatever your dream, a Squarespace domain and website is how you go from 0 to 1 all in one place. Get yours before it's gone with offer code MAKEITREAL for 10% off your domain or website. Terms and conditions apply.
Mordecai.
Mordecai's cool.
Mordecai's cool.
Yeah. I mean, he's the first person to come in and kind of explain to Carl, i.e., explain to us what's going on and what the rules are. But so far, we've been thrown in, and even though I know it's not random, it seems random. Like what's going on? What should I be doing? Like, especially me as somebody who doesn't play RPGs, I'm like, how does this work? So he comes in, it's like, oh, thank you, Mordecai.
Yeah, he gives a really good explanation of everything, like all the mechanics.
He does a really good info dump without it feeling that ponderous.
Right. I know that some of the people that I've read leave comments online, like on Reddit, say that without that character in the beginning, I turned my mom onto the book. She would have no idea what the hell was going on. But because that character was there,
Yeah.
she knew exactly what was going on and how to kind of navigate herself through the book.
Absolutely.
It's a real smart character.
Mordecai was easily my favorite character when I first checked in with you after starting into this book and going, you're like, what do you think? I'm like, I really like Mordecai. I think that was my first comment.
Because he's a utility character, but he's also just really well written. Like he's so fun to read.
I think that how he's written right off the bat, he's very jaded by his experience, and that just like carries through in every little bit of dialogue, every little nugget we get from the character. it speaks to him having a really rough history with the dungeon
Yeah.
that just made me more interested in what is this world that's being built here and what more could we kind of excavate.
He says a lot, but there's a lot in what he doesn't say.
Right.
So